All right, we are here at NADA 2024 at the Upstart booth, hanging out with my new friend, Matt Curtin, VP of Sales of Upstart. We've got Jeremy Beaver, old friend, CEO at DGDG out in California. Guys, thanks for joining us here.
Thank you for having us, man. This is a lot of fun.
Absolutely. So at Upstart, like this, one of the things that I think is really, really important in our industry right now and that everybody's talking about, but so many people are having trouble solving. We've been through kind of the digital retail revolution, right? And like we need people to be able to calculate payments online and all of that type of stuff. But the root of the problem of omni-channel retailing goes so much deeper than just like calculating a payment online, right? Where is Upstart's unique value proposition when it comes to the current day for auto retailers?
Yeah, I think it's the fact that we obsess over the customer experience. And it's not just the dealer experience, but it's your customers coming into the store. They didn't start their journey there. They started their journey in the fuzzy slippers on the couch, right? On an iPad, whatever.
Specifically with bunny ears.
Exactly, right? They're surfing inventory. They're getting knowledgeable. They're figuring it out. Then they end up in a coffee shop and they're on their phone looking at the car they want to buy. Ultimately, they end up in the store. And that experience just has to be awesome. It's got to be seamless. It's got to be connected. It's got to feel like one unified process. And that's where I think a lot of people are missing it. And specifically, it's like, okay, that online to in-store transition, you're going to end up in the F&I office, and that process better be awesome as well, right? I just bought a truck, just bought a car for my wife, and it was about as disconnected a process as could be. I'm not going to say dealers, but it wasn't Jeremy's.
Jeremy's like, I've got a question for you afterwards.
That's good. Here's the deal. I'm just going to do the new DGDG commercials with people in their fuzzy slippers on the couch saying, you can buy your car. Like, this is how it's going to roll. I mean, that's it, right?
I should have driven from Texas out to California and done it the right way. That's what I'm saying. But by the time you get to the F&I office, that's where I think the disconnect is you've got to have technology that like closes that process and ties off and gives people fair access to credit. Right, and that's where our unique capabilities kind of place, tying that that online experience to what happens in store, and then ultimately our AI financing. Like that's the secret sauce of tying off that final process.
Jeremy, you've been an early adopter of then Prodigy, now Upstart, and it is something that you not just take into one little portion of your business, but it goes across the entire dealership. What uniquely do you believe has been solved by really mapping everything to a single source of truth?
Yeah, I think for us, right, at DGG, technology is kind of the forefront of what we're trying to work on. And we focus on really the guest experience first, which then really translates to efficiency and performance with our team. And so they have a better experience. And so when we think about like maybe the buzzword in automotive, like omni-channel or all the online to offline, we were really looking for a product that a consumer could go online and or in store and just really buy a car however they want. And that was really like the big driver when we started, which was Prodigy, building technology, and then acquired by Upstart. It's been unbelievable. Now more resources, ability to move faster, better rate of technology advance, which is great, and then really the lending network. So one of the kind of the problems still in automotive and digital retailing is, COVID and post-COVID, how do you really integrate each piece of the journey on a car buying experience? And whether that could be trade-in, DMV we were talking about, financing, all of these things. Upstart being able to provide AI-powered financing with the consumer right up front using the lending network really has taken a lot of the friction points out and delivered what I would call a world-class guest experience. This is one of the big steps for us to fully transact cars online in retail, automotive, in an e-commerce platform. And so that's just not what we're normally used to
because
in general.
For years and years on a dealership website, you've been able to look at a car, probably use a little payment calculator, submit a trade, try and get a value, and you've been able to send your credit app to the dealer, right? Those things are core parts of the retail process.
Right.
But it's wrapping all that up in the impetus of like, I now need to select a bank and sign a contract with that bank. Right?
And it's just having a platform, right? Like again, still There's still a long way to go for us to fully transact A to Z, and we're on the right path, and we're moving faster than we ever did before. But all of these different systems that are needed to actually sell a car, whether it's OEMs, whether it's our partners, whether it's different dealerships, all of those things, they're starting to come together. But you need to have foundational pillars that are going to enable not only each customer to have a unique experience, but the dealer and our team to walk a customer through that journey, because every car buying journey is different, right? And that's really the dynamics that you need when you talk about scale. And that's why it's been really cool with Upstart. And, we've broken a whole bunch of stuff along the way and challenged them and done, some really, really cool stuff. And so with those challenges, with us continuing to push the envelope, we think that it's just going to get better and better for everyone in the industry to make sure that we're going to provide this future of automotive retail.
Well, speaking of future and breaking stuff, Matt, what are you excited about that Upstart is really looking to push the boundaries over the next year or so in product and enabling dealers to serve customers better?
Yeah, I love partnering with innovators like Jeremy that are thinking about the today's modern car buying experience is. We're not thinking about the future because the future is today. Everything is changing at such a rapid pace. I told a narrative yesterday on one of the stages about Allison shopping in her fuzzy slippers on the iPad, transitioning to the coffee shop, and then Allison walks into the dealership with her buddy Chad GPT, who's right here on the phone, right?
Yeah.
An AI bot that Allison can say, okay, I know Jeremy's trying to sell me a car, but I'm going to ask some questions to ChatGPT about the car, the process, and the financing, and I can get answers in seconds, right? So imagine a future when the buyer is so well armed and the staff is still going through a 3.5, 4 hour process. I'm excited about the fact that Upstart as a business is investing over $200 million in research and development every year. Wow. We've got over 400 engineers that are building this software and over 60 data scientists that are solving the hard problem of AI-powered financing.
You're actually doing the ESI, the employee satisfaction part, with technology to enable the customer satisfaction. I love it. Well, Matt, Jeremy, thank you so much for spending some time. Congrats on the partnership and everything that you've been able to do for the consumer experience.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. Thanks, brother. Thank you.
Yeah.